What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm really excited to bring you a new knife review. As you can see here, I did pick up another Protech. I love my Malibu. I've had two different variants. Really awesome knives. There's one that I've had my eye on for a little while, and I actually found this one out on Reddit. The guy had the box and everything with it, and as you can see here, it's the Runt 5. What comes with the box, you ask? Well, you get the knife that comes in the bag, you get a nice sock, a fantastic presentation, which I forgot this is blocking it from opening it all the way up, and it's hard to get that sleeve on and off. So you have some information about Protech in here, about their craftsmanship and integrity. You're probably wondering where the knife is. Well, I've been carrying the knife. I just wanted you to see what comes in the box. This is my Runt 5. And as you saw there, it is an automatic. It's going to look really ridiculous that it's so far away. I apologize. But the Runt comes with a 2-inch 20 CV blade steel, 3.25-inch aluminum handles for an overall length of 5.25 inches. Let's check out how much this weighs. Go ahead and close it up, even though it's not going to be really falling off that scale. So 2.1 ounces, extremely lightweight for an aluminum knife that has this thick of a geometry. Let's go ahead, just for the heck of it, we'll run through the comparison knives. First up for the comparison knives is going to be the Spyderco Yojimbo 2. As you can see here, this is clearly a fifth pocket companion carry knife. I'm going to move them up just a little bit. I didn't realize how low I am on the screen. Next up, out of my usual comparison knives, is going to be my Spyderco Shaman. As you can see, I think it's just ever so apparent that this is a fifth pocket carry. Next up, we're going to go ahead and bring out my Benchmade Bug Out. While the Bug Out is a smaller knife out of the comparison knives, you can tell here the Runt 5 is just much smaller. And to save a little bit of time, I'm going to bring out the Kubi Royal. This one here is my sub 3-inch knife, and as you can see, the 2-inch knife much smaller. And again, if I haven't said it 5 times already, it's a fifth pocket carry knife, but a really nice one at that. So let me go ahead and talk about this knife. Again, the knife itself is textured, which really helps with the grip. It is a integrated handle, which means the two halves have this backspacer built into them and they clamp together, which is a really nice design piece. It has a landing pad just like the Malibu for the pocket clip to land on, so it goes in and out of the fifth pocket really smoothly, and it really does go in and out of the pocket really well. Really quick, grab a piece of paper so you can see, even though it looks like it's thick, how thin the geometry is on this knife and how well it goes through the paper. Really nice geometry on that. I don't cut all the way through to try to save myself from having too much of a mess. And even though it's not really meant for this, I just wanted you to see how it goes through the cardboard. You don't have as much purchase on there because it is smaller, but again, the knife's not really designed to do that. But you can tell the 20 CV has a really good edge, and it does go through that cardboard really nicely. I don't know why. I guess because it has, on the other side of that cardboard, it has like print on it, and I think that's been sticking to these knives, so I'll grab a different piece. Yes, I'm OCD. Yes, I do clean my knives. This is really nice. I like the ergos on this for being a 3-finger fifth pocket knife, and I love the fact that you can still put your thumb on there to get into the packages when you're slicing through the tape on the edge of your Amazon box, or your favorite knife dealer, whichever one that may be. You get through there really well. I love the reverse tanto. I think this just looks really good. It has a very premium quality feel to the build. The finish, the texturing, everything works really well. And the crazy part about this, you see I close it slow. This thing, man, I told my kids, hang on to it tight. And when I say my kids are both over 20. Well, one's 20, the other over 20. I tell them, hold on to it tight. And they were like, why? Why does it snap so hard? It was so funny to see expressions. It doesn't make much sense. This thing flies out. I imagine the stop pin back there has got to be Yeah, it has to be really thick, and then you can see here it is resting directly against the aluminum. Is there any milling? You know, I didn't check that. Let's see, where's my flashlight? Nope. They are, oh, a little bit of pocket lint in there. Solid slabs of aluminum. I mean, for something this small, this lightweight, really don't need too much milling there. It doesn't weigh hardly anything at all. Now, this is a bit of a pricier knife for a 5th pocket, but for you Finch fans out there, I don't want to hear it, because your Finch knives, which are pretty much all 5th pockets, for me anyway, are about the same price as that. And I was going to bring my Lucky 13 out here, but I think a couple of better comparisons that are going to be alternative prices is going to be the Mini Sheepdog. And you can see the Protech is still a little bit smaller, but you still, this is like, for thickness and for carry, this is probably almost as big as I'll go. Now, the Finches that are 5th pocket that I do carry that are longer than this, they are usually a little bit skinnier in profile, so they still work really well. The other knife that I wanted to bring out is actually going to be the Baby Banter. So just a couple of alternatives that are similar in size. Now, you do get Nitro V and 154 cm out of these blade steels, but remember, at this price point, you're getting a nice little chunk of 20 CV, which is a really nice steel. Really strong, really tough. I mean, it might even be overkill for this, but if you like the small knives, you're getting a high performing steel with an excellent stone wash. And again, the fit and finish on this is really, really nice, and I have enjoyed carrying this in the 5th pocket. And when I am carrying my knives in my 5th pocket, I do actually use them. So I'll grab these first to open my packages or get into my mail or whatever it is that I'm cutting, and then with any bigger task or anything else, I will grab my full-size knife. So that is the Protech Runt 5. This is going to be a shorter review. I just thought it was very interesting. I really liked this little tiny pocket chunky American made knife. I thought it was so cool. I just think it's, I mean, good God, this thing flies out. I'll keep an eye out, on the long term. Sorry, I was looking under the camera, on how everything holds up. I mean, it does hit hard. It is hammering, so I'll be curious to see how that lockup remains, you know, how it performs. But really, really strong steel, and I imagine that is a pretty solid lock bar, or I'm sorry, stop pin. And it does have the aluminum behind it supporting it, and it is pretty thick slabs of aluminum that it is baked into. So we'll see in the long term how that, you know, how that performs. It could be too that it's really lightweight, which might be the other reason why it feels like it hits. Gosh, I feel like that actually popped my knuckle there a little bit. So we'll see how it performs. I don't think I went over the centering. I did talk about the ergos. I talked about the pocket clip. I don't think I missed anything. I think I covered everything. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, leave a like. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed, but if you are subscribed already, thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. So cool of you to support my channel. I hope all of you have a fantastic week, and until next time, peace.